Check, 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 check.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Maybe y'all can hear me now. I don't know what was going on with my voice mod, but everything should be fine now. Okay, let me just say that as what was going on there. Potentially, the voice mod did not load. I don't know why it was. Let's go ahead and say we had our technical difficulties out of the way now. Again, welcome to prediction the Nintendo Switch One. Again, these are predictions for tomorrow, guys. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Let me catch up with the chat and then get on with what we were apparently missing. We catch up. We had Zach, we had Slash, we got Lens, we got Triforce, we got Jado, as I call him. How's everybody doing? Everything should be working good now. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Anyway, let's get on with what we were talking about. See here, did the intro and making sure basically about predictions for Nintendo Direct. I'll get into what you guys may want to talk about too, but let's start all with no Nintendo. We're going to talk about knowing that Nintendo's Direct is going live stream. Don't know what Nintendo's going to talk about, but as far as the maybe 5 or less minutes shown, they talk about each game and stuff like that for for like after about a minute. Nintendo. Oh, you're fine, fine, Jado. You're anyway. Let me bring up the chat here. Hang on one sec. Let me check here. Hang on. Let me see. Settings. Let me check on my. Uh, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Check. 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 I guess maybe because of an update. I don't know. They had to be an update whenever. Let me see here. Check, check. Uh, check, check. Let me see here. Hang on. Check, 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 check. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, guys. Give me just a moment. I apologize about that. Let's see here. Hopefully that's better. I'm still cutting out. Let me see here. Again, no, it's not, Lynn. Because if my audio is not good, then people are not going to enjoy this. Check, check, check. One, one. Check, check, check. Let me see here. Hang on. Check. One, two, one, two, three. Again, guys, this is going to be the technical issues portion of the stream while I fix this. Give me a moment. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Let's see here. Testing. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. May have to reset some of the settings. Yeah, I know you hear me, but I'm cutting in and out. I'm cutting in and out. Again, cutting in and out's what I'm trying to fix right. Let's see here. Check, check, check. I may have to turn on the the give me a second. While I turn on the audio check, check, check. 1. Let's see. Check, check. Okay, let's see here now. Check, check, check. Okay, check, check, check. Again, you may hear doubling. Okay, now let me try this. Let's see here. Okay, let me see here now, guys. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me better now? Yo, what's up there, Michael? Hopefully that's better, guys. Anyway, let's finally get on with what we're trying to do here. We also check the gain. Okay, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yo, nice, Michael. Have a nice vacation. Okay, let's see here now. Make sure I'm gonna gain up to 5. Make sure 2 loud. Again, I want to check something here. 1, 2. 1. Reason I'm counting out numbers, guys, is because I want to make sure it's setting in. We go again, cutting in it. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, let me see here. 1, 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm trying to back. was trying to back up for a second. So I want to check something. Again, I apologize about that. Okay, let me check something here. One, two, three. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's see here now. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, that should be much better now. But yep. Okay, let's get back to what we're talking about now with the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. We could potentially see though Wind Waker and or Twilight Princess tomorrow. Knowing Nintendo, this will be their last chance to put it on the original Nintendo Switch, or they decide to move it over into Switch 2 if they do that. Yo, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Again, as you can see here, we're just basically trying to make sure everything is working good. Oh, I know. A lot of people weren't expecting a Nintendo Switch Directs tomorrow. But anyway, another thing that a lot of people were potentially want to see before the Nintendo Switch actually ends out too, guys, was Kirby Planet Robobot. If I'm saying that name wrong, go ahead and let me know in the chat. Again, there's also been rumors going around about potentially seeing more Hollow Knight Silk Song news either tomorrow or during the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation. Hopefully, we actually get something from Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team Cherry. Oh no, I get that, Cam. The last main Kirby game that I enjoyed playing was Epic Yarn. Yeah, maybe putting the gain up on the microphone was actually helpful. Hey, let me double check that real quick. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Actually, let me check something, guys. Let's go back to 0 on the output gain. Again, I'm checking something real quick. Okay, check, check, check. Check, check, check. One, two, three. Okay, let me know if I get too loud, guys. Also gonna have to check this on Discord. check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, I get that, Zach. Anyway, hopefully everything sounds better now. I am going to try to readjust it as far as sound goes. Out. Let's see here. Okay, let me check something. Checking. 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, that should be better now. As you get list of games, but I have up here on the docket here, as far as what is just being the just correct, and we're getting into trying to get into the general predictions. Let's see here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that, guys. I had to clear my throat. Anyway, let's see here now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, general prediction. Basically talking about correct in town. We've already pretty much mentioned that. So when I uh when I cut this out and edit it, guys, I'm just gonna try to talk about what we were talking about. Hopefully everything sounds better now though. Okay, let's see here now. What uh current updates do you guys think we will see as far as games that are already out? So that's the next thing on prediction regarding amount of versus update on existing games. Me, I don't see anything else new coming to Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I mean. We may, however, again, if I'm having to redo this, we might potentially see updates for the NES Nintendo Switch Online app. We could potentially see updates for the Nintendo 64 Online, maybe the Sega Genesis Online. Games that I would potentially want to see for the Nintendo Entertainment System Online could potentially be Tetris 2. Again, this one's an out there one, but I'm going to say Rampage and Nintendo World Cup and Super Spike V-Ball. If you don't know what those are, Super Spike V-Ball is just basically short for Super Spike Volleyball, which also was a game cartridge on the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the day. Again, we're still on overall predictions for the moment. Let me check my chat over on Twitch, make sure y'all can hear me good. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're good on Twitch as well. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing now. As far as what we, again, I know this is going to be at least an hour long or so because of all the because of everything we had to fix. Anyway, getting into game specific predictions now. Again, I've already mentioned a few of those with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. I've already mentioned Kirby Planet Robobot, and we've already talked about the potential possibility for uh, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Now, as far as Mario related stuff could go, I was thinking if Nintendo were bold enough to do this, maybe remake the original Super Mario World, maybe go back and remake the original Mario Brothers games, maybe bring them to a more modern audience, you know. But I am going to say that anything huge as far as newer 3D Zeldas that would come after Tears of the Kingdom or newer Marios that would come after Mario Odyssey would probably be in the Switch 2 presentation next Wednesday. Even if they're not, or even if they do it similarly to what they did with Mario Kart 9 or whatever they're going to call it. Let's see here. Maybe we would potentially see whatever Nintendo has planned for maybe a Nintendo Switch Sports update, maybe baseball. Dang it, what else would they have left for Nintendo Switch? They haven't yet. And they've got basketball as far as I remember. Not for the Nintendo Switch 1, Anthony. Again, this is Nintendo Switch 1. This is a Nintendo Switch 1 focused only predictions for the very last Nintendo Switch 1 focused direct that we're getting tomorrow. Again, can you hear me good, Anthony? And again, I am looking at y'all's chat on my phone. Let's see here. We could potentially see and again, if they don't do it tomorrow, they'll probably save it for the Nintendo Switch 2, but I am going to go ahead and put it back out there as saying that we could potentially see GameCube and maybe Virtual Boy Nintendo Switch online services. I don't know. Again, just a prediction there. Yeah, but what I'm asking, Anthony, is am I cutting in or out if I'm going too fast, or can you hear me good? Am I not cutting in and out as badly? And also, I want to check my Discord time real quick before we move on. Check. Check. One. Two. Three. One. Two. One. Two. One. Two. One. Two. Three. Okay, there we go. I fixed it as far as Discord goes now. I want to double check the sound here real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, I just need to leave my I need to leave my settings right there. Okay, anyway, moving on. Again, we're still continuing game specific prediction. So as far as as far as the actual games and stuff go, Anthony, I will mute the actual gameplay and stuff that they have in there, of course, but with Nintendo themselves, again, the direct tomorrow on Nintendo's end is going to be live streamed, as they said. So when Nintendo comes back, I will turn the sound back on. Again, I won't have to mute the sound on my end. I'll just have to click on the YouTube end. But anyway, let's continue. Game game specific prediction. Trying to think. Let's go back to third parties for a moment. Seeing as how y'all couldn't hear me before I had to fix this. I did say that we could potentially see something from maybe Capcom, maybe Konami, maybe Sega. As far as Capcom goes and games that we could potentially see from them, if we don't see them do it in the Nintendo Switch 2, maybe Street Fighter 6, maybe? As far as Mega Man goes, Capcom probably saving maybe Mega Man 12, whatever's after Mega Man 11 for the Nintendo Switch 2, because it's been a while since we heard something on that. I don't know about that, Anthony. Is it on Nintendo Switch Online? Let me see here. Also, we're there as far as. Oh, yeah, also another thing, if Capcom and Disney decided to let them do it, maybe bring back DuckTales Remastered. Maybe even do DuckTales Remastered 2. As far as updates, the Disney Classic Games Collection would go. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but did was Chip and Dale's Rescue Ranger a Disney property? Was it a property of Brothers? Again, let's also now move on to wild card prediction. What I'm talking about with wild card predictions, outlandish or less likely predictions, gauge list that in a moment. I outlandish first. If we want to go outlandish for Nintendo, let's say Nintendo came on their live direct tomorrow for the Nintendo Switch 1 focused for their last Nintendo Switch focused direct instead. Guys, we're releasing remakes of the Legend of Zelda and Adventure Link tomorrow. Oh wait, they're coming out and said that they're being released in May. That would be outlandish right there. Again, I don't know, Anthony. That's why I'm saying if they decided to do that for the Nintendo Switch for Capcom, that would be something that we could get into as far as outlandish and stuff goes. Also, another outlandish thing Nintendo could do would bring back Mario Paint and maybe Duck Hunt. And again, the reason I say Duck Hunt is because they could, if they don't bring it today, not today, but tomorrow, they could potentially bring it to the Nintendo Switch 2 with the mouse function as far as Mario Paint goes. Duck Hunt, if they do something similar with the accessories, they could bring a pointer function or whatever, not pointer, but a IR function or whatever, where you could squeeze a trigger on the on one of the accessories for the Nintendo Switch 2 as far as bringing Duck Hunt back could go. Let's see here. As far as outlandish games for the NES Online app, and I'll do these individually as far as systems go, starting with the NES. as far as outlandish games go that Nintendo could bring out, I guess you could kind of say Nintendo World Cup and Super Spike V Ball would be on that list, even though I mentioned it as far as game specifics that they could bring out for Nintendo Switch. The next thing they could do would be bring a sequel, or I think, dang it, what game NES did I enjoy the most that had a sequel to it that on here? I'm trying to think. I could come back to that. But again, I already did mention Mario Paint for Super Nintendo, but we could see Nintendo, whoever owns the turkey bowling license, or whoever owns the license Super Baseball 2020, those games could come to Super Nintendo. Trying to think. We could see some King Griffey Jr. baseball either on Super Nintendo or King Griffey Jr. Slugfest on the Nintendo 64, maybe. I did mention for the Nintendo 64 also, if we could figure out who owns the license for Quest 64, they could do that. As far as other Nintendo specific systems for the Nintendo Switch Online service Nintendo could add, and I did mention this before, but I was getting kind of cut off, and y'all probably couldn't hear me at the time either. But I will say, even if they don't bring these now, they'll probably bring them to the Nintendo Switch 2. I'll say GameCube and Virtual Boy. I say Virtual Boy specifically of because there's only one game that I want to play on that, and that being Wario Land, the Virtual Boy. GameCube specific games we could see are Four Swords Adventure, Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and Wind Waker. Maybe Twilight Princess down the line. Again, that's if they don't bring updated versions of those games to Switch or Switch 2, by the way. Maybe a way for us to play 16 online with Mario Kart Double Dash. And again, the possibility for Mario Sunshine, even though it's not the best Mario 64 sequel, even though it's not the best Mario platformer slash adventure slash action or whatever, they could bring that as far as GameCube goes. They brought Paper Mario 64. They could bring the original Thousand Year Door if they bring GameCube on. Again, we're doing the outlandish stuff right now, so y'all know. Here, another outlandish thing Nintendo could do then we'll get into third parties and what they could do. But as far as Nintendo goes, I guess you could say, I've mentioned these before, Legend of Zelda and Adventure Link Remaster could be outlandish. A Link Between Worlds coming to the Nintendo Switch as a remake slash port could be outlandish. Maybe bringing an updated version of Fourth Adventure if they don't do it, if they don't bring GameCube Online out, could be outlandish. That's as far as Zelda stuff goes. As far as Kirby stuff goes, they could report Kirby's Epic Yarn. That would be the only one I would think of on that. As far as let me think, as far as Paper Mario stuff goes, if they don't bring Wii online, if they don't bring Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Switch online, we could potentially see Super Paper Mario getting a port, maybe. Now let's get into outlandish things that we could see from third parties, and I'll start with Sega this time. Sega, something they could do outlandishly would be do a Sonic Adventure collection. We get both Sonic Adventure DX, Director's Cut, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on either the Nintendo Switch or moved over to Nintendo Switch 2. The reason I say or Nintendo Switch 2 is because remember, we still got next Wednesday to go as well. And again, that's as far as Sega and Sonic stuff goes. As far as Sega and Alex Kidd, maybe remake Alex Kidd very first game. I don't know. As far as anything else from Sega goes, who I don't know who owns Crystal Warriors, but Nintendo and Sega could partner to bring Game Gear Nintendo Switch online. Do like Crystal Warriors, and games like that we don't already have through Sonic Origins Plus. Let me think. As far as Capcom goes now, again, a lot of the stuff from Capcom that I mentioned before, like whatever comes after Mega Man, Street Fighter 6, could also be considered outlandish. Maybe Mega Man 12, Mega Man X9, I don't know. I'm trying to think, maybe the maybe bring back, like I said, DuckTales Remastered, maybe a sequel called DuckTales Remastered 2. Maybe bring back. Actually, hang on. Here's one I haven't thought about for a while. Not again. This is for those who enjoyed goof. Who enjoyed like a goofy movie and an extremely goofy movie. They could bring the Goof Troop game back. Maybe remaster that. Maybe even Tailspin. I mean, that would be something outlandish that Nintendo could do, Anthony. And as far as Konami goes, I can't really think of anything as far as uh, Castlevania goes because we've already gotten the Castlevania collection. We've already gotten the Castlevania Game Boy collection or whatever that was called. So let's uh, let's go ahead and get ready to do our y'all's predictions now, starting with general predictions. What do you think Nintendo's going to release as far as their last few mainly focused Nintendo Switch 1 only games? Oh yeah, and also while y'all are thinking, guys, here's one last outlandish thing Nintendo could do. They could remaster or figure out who owned did Mario is Missing. Have somebody remaster Mario is Missing, either NES or Super Nintendo version. And while y'all are thinking of what y'all want as far as general predictions and stuff go, I'm gonna look at my Discord. Again, I'm looking at Discord notifications real quick, make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. And also, let me check over on the Twitch side, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, let's. I don't know if Schneiddog has any predictions over on the Twitch side. But again, guys, if y'all have any predictions, as far as what we could see Nintendo or third parties do. These can be as follows. Like I said, general predictions, game specifics, or even wild card predictions. And again, one outlandishly wild card prediction that I would have would be whoever owns the license for Quest 64, they could potentially remaster that maybe. And if the remaster did well, maybe do a sequel to after the fact. Again, also too, guys, thank y'all for bearing with me when I had technical issues and stuff too. And also, when I'm done here, guys, let's see here. It is 2:31. We have been going for an hour and 32 for an hour and 8 minutes. So, which is actually good on my end. I'm going to say for this, when we're done here, I'm going to take a short break and come back at 4 p.m. Not only on uh, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble, but I will also do a shorts format of either something on the Nintendo Switch online app, either NES, Super Nintendo, maybe Nintendo 64, maybe even Sega Genesis. We'll see. But anyway, if y'all don't have any if y'all don't have any other predictions on your end, let me know and we will just get ready to end out while I take a break. Well, actually, you know what? Before we end, there is one other thing I could potentially do. Okay, yeah, there's one thing I am going to potentially do, guys, before we end out, and that is talk about some of my top Nintendo Switch 1 focused only Nintendo Switch uh direct moments and disappointment. Again, this is just the start of it because I'll have a bigger show I'll have a bigger show for tomorrow. And that is as follows. I'm going to start with 2017, then we'll go from there. First, for 2017, one of my biggest moments was when the when Breath of the Wild released, and then of course we got news about like Smash Brothers Ultimate, and as far as disappointments went, knowing that some of those were mini directs. for 2018, I would have to I'd have to look at a bigger list, but I'm gonna say knowing. Let me see here. Again, I don't care if y'all see what I'm checking in the background here, but let me see. Mario Maker 2 was 2019. Okay, also, yeah, Mario, yeah, and also Super Mario Odyssey was also another great moment. Okay, Super Mario Party, that was a disappointment. And why do I say that was a disappointment? Again, there was no pro controller support for that game. Let's see here. I think any other 2018. Think maybe here. When was Splatoon 2 released? 17. That was another good moment. Okay, 2018. I could basically just say best moment for 2018 was when Smash Brothers Ultimate released. The reason I'm talking just games right now, guys, is because again, we got a bigger show tomorrow. Okay, if I had anything in 2019, I could say Link's Awakening coming to the Nintendo Switch. Yep, Link's Awakening. The Nintendo Switch came out in 2019. That was my biggest highlight for that. Let me see here, guys. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Was there anything in 2021 as far as Zelda? Three. Here's the Kingdom. I think Skyward Sword was 2021. As far as 2020 goes, nobody can argue and or deny Animal Crossing New Horizons its place in history because of the pandemic and stuff. And of course, we've also got Mario Brothers Wonder. What no matter what year that came out. Okay, Mario Brothers Wonder was 2023. Because me specifically, I don't remember anything hugely of significance. Uh, 2022 that I remember. Me anyway. But 2023 we had Mario. Okay, let's see here. I mean, sure, there was E and the Forgotten Land for 2022. Then, of course, nobody can forget Mario RPG. Yeah, and there was also Mario Luigi Brothership for 2020. And then I'll then of course the only thing for 2025 so far for this year to end out the Nintendo Switch One is Donkey Kong Country Returns HD on my end. Like I said, that'll pretty much end out as far as my Nintendo Switch One specific game that we were talking about for uh memorable moments go, but I'm gonna save the Nintendo Direct moments and disappointment tomorrow. Because tomorrow, like I said, is the very last Nintendo Switch One oh Nintendo Switch One only focused Direct before we get into the Nintendo Switch 2 next Wednesday. So, with that being said, guys, again, thank y'all for bearing with me. Thank y'all for helping me fix the technical issues and stuff too. Let's go ahead and get ready to end out our prediction stuff. I will be back tomorrow at, let's see here, what time did Nintendo say they were doing their presentation tomorrow? Be go back to you go to Twitter, or in this case X. Okay, they'll be starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific time, or as I would call it, Sadie Standard Time. So I've got to get up at 7 in the morning Eastern Time to be ready. Actually, no, correction. They start at they'll start at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So I've got to get up at around 8 or 9 to be woken up enough to get ready for that, because I want to make sure that we do any last minute predictions and stuff as a pre-show. Get done with all that too. So again, thank you all for the 7 likes. Thank you all for viewing, coming in. Thank you all for helping with the technical issues and stuff. I will be back at around 4 or 5 p.m. I will probably, just for the fun of it, I will probably do some Super Mario Kart, because it's been a while since I've did that game. Either way, let's get ready to find us a raid target now. Thank you all for viewing. Give me just a second now. Who who do we want to raid? Oh, and also, since we messed up as far as having to fix on technical issues and stuff, guys, I'm not gonna do chapters for this stream. And let's go ahead and raid this person doing brothership. It's been a while since we raided him.
Okay, well, let's see what's going on.